everyone. So, we have an interesting topic that we are going to dive into today, and it is how we treat our queens, meaning how Black men treat Black women in our community.
Good morning from your favorite internet
Stay
uncle.
ready. You don't have to get ready. Get established. Let's go.
So, I would like to start off and ask everyone here, how did your father treat your mother? Like, what type of example did your father show you? And I'll start with Hezekiah.
Um, my dad had I guess, a unique relationship with my mom. They would, in their older in their life, they seem to spend more time, but I barely saw, I guess, affection between them growing up. You know, it was like he would go to work, she was at home. She was kind of like a stay-at-home mom with us, with the older kids. But so their interaction was the good morning, what you want for breakfast, sit at the table. He will go off to work. We'll see mom, coming home from school. And then in the evening, it would be pretty much dinner. And then he would go listen to his music. And that was pretty much it. That's what we saw for the majority. Up until we were like teenagers, where then on the weekends, we would see them go maybe get breakfast at some place and spend some time together, stuff like that. But as far as affection wise, they didn't show much affection. So never seen them argue. But affection, as far as verbal affection, or even just like the touch on the behind, the hugs and stuff. Yeah, we didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I didn't see a whole lot of affection between my mom and my father growing up. As they got older, my father was he was a little more verbal about how he felt, but in the beginning it was just hey, they were I liken it to almost like if it was a partnership, like just they just was kind of like, okay, well, you doing this, and I'm doing this. I'm paying the bills. I'm paying the mortgage or whatever, and you pay the light bill or whatever. It's like, it was just, it was no real, no real emotional, display there, there was times that it was, I busted in on some moments, but other than that, it was no affection.
Tamika, same question.
My parents have been together my entire life. They're still together. They're 82.
Wow.
As far as the emotion that he displayed to my mom, or how did he treat her, and he was an excellent provider, still is. My mom was responsible for taking care of what needed to be taken care of inside of the house. He provided for the household 100%. She worked, but her money was her money. So I saw him as a provider, but I never saw the, hey, honey, I'm home, the hug, the kiss, he's just, today he's not that. But, and that's every relationship. So I don't know that the emotional side, it wasn't there. Like now I'll see sometimes if he's upset about something, I'll see some anger or some him upset, but I don't, as far as them two together, there's not, I never saw him disrespect her, but I never saw him display any affection. Like I can remember at the wedding, there was the kiss and the first dance, and my father's just really unique. When even something as simple as you look nice, it's not, hey, that's a nice dress. My wife looks nice today, or it doesn't come off that way. It's just, and I think that's just his character. So I didn't see him treat her as what I define as affectionate, but I didn't see him mistreat her. I just saw them existing. They had responsibilities, and the household went for.
Yeah, it's pretty similar to me. I didn't see any affection. It's an interesting question.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it is kind of interesting. I mean, as you asked that question, I never really thought about it like that before. But it seems like how everybody of the group, I mean, it's had that same kind of experience. Like, I mean, when you talked about like your dad when Tamika talked about her dad just saying, okay, that's a nice dress. I'm literally trying to think back to when my dad said anything about, oh, that's a nice outfit, Mom, or that's and I don't remember. I mean, it just doesn't dawn on me.
Yeah, because I'm thinking. Oh, go ahead.
No. I mean,
because I'm thinking like when I was coming up. I mean, it's like I don't know. Was it so much? Was it like just a thing as far as for us as kids? Like when because they don't want to be all affection and stuff in front of the kids because you don't want them to see that, or I mean, because I just thought about that as everybody was talking, and it's like I know everybody likes to put on this kind of, well, I know with my father, he always liked to put on the kind of tough front, not really, when he was younger, he didn't want nobody to see any kind of emotional display from him other than when he was angry, but
yeah, I wrestle with that because like you said, Raymond, did the display of emotion or affection, was it to be not shown because it's interpreted as weak or less than, at some point it was taught that men don't cry, men don't show that softer side. So maybe that's where it comes from. I know, like, I've heard my father say, I knew when we went out, I had the baddest joint in the club, and I knew everybody was looking at her, and I could tell because I had to take a few heads off the shoulders, and I could hear him saying that he knew she looked good to him, but I heard him say that in reference to how he had to kind of stake his claim, but I've never heard him say, my wife is beautiful. My wife is, I just didn't get it that way. So I knew he felt that she was attractive, she was beautiful. He appreciated and loved her by providing for her, and just the stories that I hear him tell, like how he went out and like how he would let us know in other ways. There was just not like did you told me that she was the baddest one in the club or the bar then, but were you telling her that? Because I even now she don't go to the club, but you tell her my wife was the best dressed missionary in the church. I ain't heard you say that, or no, like I don't hear it. But again, that's not to say that it doesn't happen. I just haven't heard it.